All right, guys. So we have a guest singer on here. Hit it, Dimit.
Bum 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 bum
That was pretty cringe.
bum.
Um, Welcome everyone back to the Not Your
Notch.
Grandma's
Yeah,
podcast playlist podcast
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Um, how you guys doing? How we doing tonight?
You know, we're out here. We're out here
We're
in
out here,
Baltimore. I'm here
or
with David. I'm here
yeah,
with David.
yeah. I'm currently in Baltimore right now.
Yes.
We're
No, wait.
we're totally not talking over Zoom still.
No, totally. We're more professional than that.
I'm sitting next to Demit right now. I'm touching his hand.
Yeah. Hold my hand, please.
Okay.
The people need to know.
All right.
People need to know, David.
So this week we're talking about a lot of things. We got a lot of stuff lined up. Actually, not a lot of things. This is a very slow week for music. I feel like there hasn't been too much has come out that's really caught
like
my attention.
like stuff's about to blow up next week. Like
Yeah,
next week is a big one.
next week is a big one because Grammys uh
We
Grammys we're recording on Saturday, but like Grammys are next week. We're gonna review that and like see if our predictions were right.
we got we
Which
got some.
by the way, we're making
Yeah,
predictions today.
yeah, we are. So anyone that thinks like because we're obviously going to be right. Like we're aware of this. We're totally going to be right, David.
Hmm.
And like people are going to say like these guys cheated. They uploaded. No, no, no. If you look at the upload, we uploaded this before the Grammys. So
We
sorry.
are. Wait, hold up. We're uploading this before the Grammys.
All right, maybe should we upload it after the Grammys?
All right. Glad we talked about that during the podcast. All right. Well, it turns out you guys are gonna get this episode on Sunday instead.
Yeah.
All
All
right,
right, should
but
we do it early?
yeah, let's do it early.
All right.
But
Fuck.
anyways, yeah. So today we're talking about the Stevie Wonder album, Grammys, Xiu Xiu song,
Yeah, more
Laura
or less.
Less, and then there's Oops that we're supposed to talk about last week.
Yes.
And then finally, uh, song selection, all the normal stuff. So let's start off. Let's just start.
Yeah,
Uh,
so we got
Stevie,
songs in the key of life. This is Demit's suggestion right here.
yeah, a long album. My God.
Yeah, and
Which and I'm not saying that's like, oh my God, this is just a long album, but it's still super good. Like it's like music to have sex to, you know?
yeah, I should have put yeah better than Schnappy.
Yeah. So for context, Demit send me or Demit mentioned a song, a Snappy. Was it Snappy?
Schnappy das Klein Krokodil.
Yes, and it's a children's song about a crocodile, and I guess it's good sex music.
Yes. Fuck.
Anyways, but yeah, Stevie Wonder, Songs in the Key of Life. Demit, what do you think? Since this is
um.
such a long album, I'm not sure if we can go song by song like we usually do.
Yeah.
So we might just do like a broad overview of it.
Yeah. I want to like kind of like go into like some certain songs, but let me just say the way this album opens with "Love's in Need of Love Today." I don't want to talk about the whole song. It's a long song, a
It's a long
7 minute
song.
monster. You just like come in there. Stevie's like, you're sitting down here. And I got to say, this is like a really good opener because it tells you what to expect. You're getting this like really nice soulful album that just feels like you've been transported into the 70s. That's
Yeah,
where you're going.
yeah.
Um and I'm a big fan of the opener, and then you know how it transitions into "Have a Talk with God," and you're just
Yeah,
like, "Oh, we're funky."
that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, the first two songs are like they feel the consistency. You're preparing to listen to Stevie's wonderful voice, and then there's
Mhm.
"Village Ghetto Land." um,
Right. I like it.
no, it's a great song,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
mean, it's amazing. I mean, like, to be honest, with this whole album, I don't know if there's a song on here that I could say is bad.
you could say some are less good. I'm
Yeah,
positive.
some are less good, less positive, but like all these songs are good, like super good.
Village Ghetto Land. What that's the reason I want to highlight is it really threw me off and it still throws me off every time I listen through this album.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just get those strings and those like orchestra and these really dark lyrics about
Mm-hmm.
being in the ghetto, and it's just so
It contrasts really really well.
yeah. He Stevie like said, "I'm gonna contrast my lyrics with this music," and he went for it. He just he
Yeah.
didn't hold back, and then right after that you get an instrumental, which I'm sure you dig as a
Yeah, yeah.
guitar
I
player.
thought this instrumental was super tight. Like the groove was like popping. It was just great.
That guitar line, you like
Mm-hmm.
that?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah. I like the guitar line. I definitely like that guitar line.
the also the band that's like playing with Stevie here, like it is so tight. Like
Yeah,
throughout
they
this
like
entire,
they know what they're doing.
like usually like it's weird. It's hard to think about. You don't think about how tight a band has to be. Usually when you listen to music, like when I until you hear what a tight band sounds like, and then you
Mm-hmm.
realize, oh, that's what tight is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And this is one of those like eye-opening moments where you have to remember again that, oh right, bands play really tight and they really know their shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man. This yeah, I thought this like
And that
I
goes right
I
into
what?
oh no, you go.
I was just gonna say that like I wasn't expecting like I didn't realize this was an instrumental until like midway through. I was like, oh, okay, no lyrics, but like I'm so vibing to this. This is so good.
Yeah. And that leads right into my like favorite song. Probably it's my favorite song off the album. I played it in jazz band in high school. I love this song so much, and that is Sir Duke. It is so just that opening line, the ba 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 ba
Yeah.
ba 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 da da. You just get into it,
Hmm.
and all it is like lyrically, he's literally just singing about, hey, those great jazz musicians, aren't they amazing? Aren't they awesome? And dude, it's just such a vibe.
Yeah. I was like, aren't they great? Let me just write another awesome jazz song as well.
Yeah, exactly. Just what a great, you're 5 tracks into this like first disc, and it's fantastic. And I'd say after this is kind of where I'm more in the middle, like where the songs start to like the first 5 songs are like really they're bangers, all of them. And then like song number 6 with I Wish,
You mean to tell me you don't like I Wish?
I like it decently, but it feels like this is where we're gonna start going a bit lower, because like knocks me off my feet. That just feels like it feels good, right? And I'm sure if
Mm.
I heard I Wish and knocks me off my feet played by a live band, I'm dancing with it. Like every song I'm gonna dance with,
Yeah.
like except maybe Village Ghetto Land. But um I feel like the 5 songs before overshadow it, and
Mm.
especially song number 8.
Pastime
Did eh,
Paradise. So okay, I have a confession. I
yeah.
had not heard this album before this listen,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
And when I heard this, I did not realize that Gangsta's Paradise had sampled this song. And so when I was listening to it, I was like, man, these similarities are uncanny.
And then it's like, wait a minute.
Well, like, wait a minute, this came out before it.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I gotta say, just what a smart move to sample, like probably Pastime Paradise. It's a really good song, but I'm assuming like context of the album. I really like it, and I'm not sure if that's because I like Gangster's Paradise or if it's just a really good song.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm really curious to know, like, before Gangster's Paradise, was this song as popular as it was? Because it's certainly not like the biggest song that Stevie has, but it is. What a good way of sampling. I just really need to compliment that, like, for Gangster's Paradise. But
Yeah.
what a it really it really grooves the whole time. But also like the song is slightly ruined because Gangster's Paradise has become a meme. And
Yeah. No,
yeah,
I totally get that. Like when I heard this song, the first thing I thought was Gangsta's Paradise, and whenever I hear that sample or that section, that's
yeah,
all I'm gonna hear.
yeah, I feel that. I feel that. I, as Anthony Fantana would say, agree. I agree. So, but but I don't know if I can like knock a point off of Songs in the Key of Life for the meme. I just feel like
Yeah,
it's
no.
unfortunate. It's an um Summers. I gotta say, it's hold on. I gotta say, I think Ordinary Pain is a good way to end, just because it just feels like an ending to like a half of an album. It could be the ending for the whole album, honestly.
Mm,
I don't remember Summer Soft at all, if I'm being honest.
yeah.
Because
I like Summer Soft. I thought like those last two songs on the album was really good.
oh, okay,
Yeah, I
yeah.
enjoyed Summer Soft and Ordinary Pain. I thought they were pretty dope.
I guess the reason why I don't remember them as much is because you opened up with disc 2, and
Yeah.
there's a certain Boehner on there that just throws everything out.
Yeah. That opening track is like you kind of forget about the last two songs.
You forget about almost everything as soon as it comes on, because the
As soon
song.
as you get isn't she lovely? It's like done game.
Yeah,
GG boys, we did it.
w- we've reached perfection in. All right, and I've got to knock a couple points off for "Isn't She Lovely." All right, I love the song, as any reasonable human would.
Is the baby noise? You don't like the baby noise?
No, no, the baby noise. Does it
You don't
scare
like
you?
you don't like the baby feature?
The baby. Hey, yo, it's me, the baby. What's your social security number? Guys, if you're listening to the podcast, give us your social security number.
Please don't. All right. But
But
anyways,
no, for me actually it's the harmonica solo at the end.
really, you don't like
Yeah.
that?
Well, no, I like it, but and this is just a fault of like the culture of the time at the 70s. The 70s didn't really know how to end music, and something they do is they're just like, okay, let's just fade out and keep going the whole time. So, it just feels like it's already asked to end, but they're just like, how do we end this song? What if we just have a harmonica keep playing and we eventually fade out?
They don't fade out.
They don't? What the wait, what's the ending again?
They don't fade out on this song. It's like a 3 minute harmonica solo.
It is.
Demit,
All right, if
Demit, are you okay? Are you? Did you listen to the album this week?
I did listen to the album, man. The harmonica solo just took up so much time that I thought it faded out because it felt like it dragged.
Okay, I'll agree with you here. I think the harmonica solo might be a tad too long. And that's one of the
Yeah,
main reasons why because I love this song so much and it's like perfect. It's a perfect song. But um I just
this har-
can't listen to it. Like I can't just put it on because I'm like, oh, great, isn't she lovely? Blah blah blah. Blah. The first two
yeah,
minutes. Now I got a 3 minute harmonica solo to listen to.
and let's say you're potentially driving to Peabody to your job and you're listening to the album a second time because you want to make sure you know your stuff, and then you can't really skip the song because your phone's weird, so you just have to sit through that 3 minute harmonica solo.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't really do much about it. I mean, I love the song. I played it
Ooh.
when or I, quote unquote played it, and let me tell a story time with your boy David in high
Yeah.
school. The choir they recruited me to be their guitarist for the singing Valentines they were doing, and they
Oh.
had this song on there on the list,
Yes.
but they changed the lyrics so it wasn't like isn't she lovely? Oh, like my child, isn't she lovely? Oh, my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they weren't putting it. They changed the lyrics so it's towards like a significant other essentially or someone you
Oh.
liked or whatever. But anyways, um, they had me play all these other songs like you know what makes you beautiful.
Oh.
What else did they have me play? Um, girl, what is it? Girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. So
Yeah.
they had me
Oh.
play songs like that, but and they gave me the chords for all of them, but then they didn't give me the chords for this.
Oh no.
And like the day comes, and I'm like, wait, we're playing this song? They're like, yeah. And I'm like, where are the chords? They're like, there are no chords. So I was like, excuse me, what's going on? They're like, oh, we usually don't have a guitar in this. So how about you do this? You just do the drum intro by just strumming the guitar, like just like
Yeah.
with the notes muted. So just went throughout the whole song, just like keeping the rhythm. And then there's a little quote unquote drum solo where I just go, and that's
Oh.
it. and
I f-
I'm sitting there like a jackass, not strumming like just strumming muted strings like that, like a trained monkey could do. And then I look over to one of the rooms, and they have the other guitars. They told him in advance, obviously, and he's like playing all the chords because he learned the chords, and I'm still sitting here like a fucking like just so stupid.
oh,
Like I'm
um,
telling you, I'm sitting here like a monkey, just
yeah. Also, David, your mic is slightly glitching right now. Can you
oh
try
oh
plugging it?
no.
We're having some technical Hopefully
All right,
that's not showing up in the recording.
all right, Demit stall. It is showing up. Demit stall.
All right, Demit time. Hey, so today, guys, you know what happens. I was happening to just drive to Peabody. I just wanted to vibe
All
there,
right, I'm back. Is this better?
Oh, so much better.
Okay. Hopefully, maybe I'll just cut that out.
My vibing?
Should I tell the story
No, no,
again?
no. We'll keep it in, man.
All right. Was it audible to
What, the
you?
glitching?
Do you understand? Yeah. No. Were you
Yeah, I
able to
can
understand what I
understand
was
what you're
saying?
saying.
Okay. Hopefully, everyone at home was
Got
able to understand that as well. If not, I will cut in a video, audio of myself telling the story again, and then I'll have Demit send in pre-recorded
just like,
responses.
yeah,
Anyways, yeah. Anyways, that's my story.
Uh,
It had me sitting there like a jackass. I like this song. Traumatized from that one moment. Traumatized from the 3 minute harmonica
oh man,
solo.
but
Good times. Joy
man,
inside
I
my
gotta tell you,
tears.
that's like the one song they should give you chords for. Like, you're not gonna give chords to a Stevie song, like,
Yeah, I don't understand what they're like doing. I mean, I don't
dude.
know.
I like analyze this song in jazz theory. There's like a lot going on.
Yeah, they didn't know. They
But
missed opportunity.
it's weird. The second disc, I feel like, doesn't have as many like. I feel like the
Bangers.
yeah, I've like Boehner's like where you're like, oh, I know what song. Like everything
Yeah.
starts to blend here
Yeah,
a
I get
bit,
that.
and that could be due to the fact that everything is so much longer. Like so many of the songs are like 6 minutes, 8 minutes.
That's true. I felt like this long. I mean, sorry, this second disc was just like a bit much in the sense that like every song is like the shortest song is 3:13, and then the longest one is
Yeah,
what 8 minutes.
yeah, 8:30 maybe.
I
And
I
that's
have it
Black
pulled up right
Man.
here. I have it
I
pulled up
think
right
Black
here.
Man's the longest
8:30.
one.
Yeah.
And
But
they're like good songs and they're tight, but
can I just
why are
say
they so long?
exactly? They're so good. They're very good songs. I have nothing to trash about on them, but they're just a bit too long. Like they run their course a little too far.
Yeah, and it's weird to talk about. I'm a fan of like lengthy albums. I have
Mm.
listened to Swans. I can we like like make sure like this is like a significant moment right here. I've listened to Swans. Like this is something I can brag about. Not many people can say they've sat down and listened to several Swans albums. Several, not
Oh
just
no,
one. I've listened to several.
that's not good.
It's not. It's awful, and it's honestly a. All right, there's some pretty. One day we'll talk about Swans.
We'll talk about Swans one of these days. As long as you don't recommend, what is it? We are to be kind.
I mean, To Be Kind is one of the shorter albums.
As long as you don't recommend anything by Swans, I'll be happy. Just so long, dude. I don't want to sit down and listen to 2 hours with the Swans.
It's like I gotta say the best way to like listen to Swans is a hot summer day and you have to mow the lawn and do a lot of yard work. That's the
Gotcha.
you have to or like any manual labor and you have to have it like in your headphones and become in
Mm.
this trance.
Yeah.
That's the best way. Anyway,
Anyways.
um I can say like I do like Black Man a lot. It's weird. Even though it's the longest song, I think it progresses nicely, but
Yeah.
um I also like I Am Singing. It's weird, but it has like this like the synths and everything just it's so cute.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
I concur.
Uh I don't really have I think it ends pretty nicely with Easygoing Evening.
Oh, you're skipping all the way to the end.
I mean,
I no, honestly, I understand because I feel like all these songs kind of play their part in the out in the second disc as like they're not the same songs obviously, but they're ranking around the same thing because they all have their faults, but they're all pretty good. Like I wouldn't
Yeah.
come back to some of these songs. Like in this album, the songs I'd come back to would be like, the first five tracks, for
Hmm.
example. Maybe Ordinary Pain, Summer Soft, Isn't She Lovely,
Yeah.
Black Man. But like on the others disc, there's not much other than like I said, Isn't She Lovely, Black Man. First disc is more, but like most of this is a long album. There's not too much I had to go back to that I listen to on the reg.
Like I feel like for the second CD, I'll listen to like "Isn't She Lovely," and I'm like, "Yep, that's the end. No
Yeah.
more."
Yeah.
And honestly, he could have ended it there. And I think it's awesome that he like put in a whole number, like so many songs.
Mm.
That's really impressive for an artist. But it's maybe it's definitely like worth your bundle. Like that's something I was really happy about when I purchased this at a vinyl store, not at a hot dog stand for $5. It was like the amount of music I got. So I was able to play this record on repeat and just have it on in the background and listen to the sweet crackles. And it works well as background music when you're hanging with friends. Oh, what a time that used to be.
Yes.
Uh,
The pre
the
uh
Paramount Plus, the pre.
yeah, but before the new Tom and Jerry movie, the pre Zack Snyder cut.
Yeah, the before times. Um, but yeah, I still think this is a fantastic album. This is just
Yeah.
like I think it was needed to listen to this week. I hope our viewers listen to it. I think we needed some soul in our life. I think we needed some Stevie, some 70s Stevie. Just yeah, we needed some of that, you know?
Yeah, I agree. I concur, especially since we have Silk Sonic coming up, which we'll talk about in a minute.
Yeah. We're gearing up. We're gearing up.
Yeah. What's your rating?
My rating?
Yeah. It's hard to rate albums like this because
Yeah.
they're like classics, you know?
They are classics. Like I understand now why Fantano just says like for his classics weeks he just goes, "It's a classic." And that's it. But honestly, all right, on my tier maker, I can say this cuz as you know, and maybe one day once I finish it, I'll share it on this podcast. Um but my tier maker currently, so there's like all these tiers and I put it at great, I believe. Not at a amazing or masterpiece, but at great. So that's like two levels below a masterpiece.
So you're giving it like an 8 or a
Yeah,
9?
that's what I think. So I think
An
an
8?
8. I think I'm more towards the 8 because like so many of these songs are good and everything is so well done. But like actually, oh, man, this is so hard because
I'll give it a 9 to be honest with you. Like it's a good
that's
album. It's
I
super
might have
good.
to give it a 9. Like on one hand, I was thinking of putting an 8, but thinking about what this defined for music and how much
Yeah.
of an impact it
And
had.
are you really gonna give Stevie Wonder's songs in the Key of Life an 8?
You're right.
You gave Black Dresses a 9, and I'm just saying Black
I,
Dresses 100% deserved it. But if you give this one a 9, I mean an 8,
you're right. This
because it's a
Stevie
classic.
deserves a 9. Stevie, this is a classic, and it is probably the best Stevie Wonder record. Well,
Yeah,
I'm not.
like you said, this album did a lot for music. I think going back to last week, I think that was last week. Black
Yeah.
Dresses did a lot. Like is doing a lot. Like that news that sound they're coming out with. That's so good.
Yes.
It's great. They're starting to perfect it even more and more. 9 out of 10, obviously. Like I said last week,
Yeah.
this is the same thing, same situation where like at the time he was making like big moves in music, news like just I don't know how else to explain it. 9 out of 10.
Yeah. And just for people to know, this isn't like this has a lot of bangers, but this isn't your album that has like superstition or stuff on it. But this
Yeah,
is still probably this is his best album, most
yeah, for
likely.
sure. It's the most like fluid, I guess is the only way I could describe it as. It like
I
just flows really well.
I have a couple of his albums on vinyl since like all right, Stevie, you can like David, if you ever go to like a record store, you can find like a Stevie record like for $1 usually. You can find anything.
Really?
And oh yeah, like well because they printed so many of them. Something that people forget about vinyl is they're like, "Oh, all the classics must be like $40, $60." No, they made so many of them that you can get like dirt cheap. Like Elton John. There are so many Elton John records out there.
Yeah, yeah.
But Stevie, you can get a lot of them, especially here in Baltimore. There's a couple of places I know where you can get, good deals on Stevie Wonder music. And it's weird. This is like the only one that just felt coherent the whole way and really grabbed my attention versus the others, they have a they have their hit. You know what the hit is and then
Yeah,
you're kind of done. So, yeah, Songs in the Key of Life. Great album.
great album.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 is
9 out of 10.
ball.
9 out
9
of
out of
10.
10. 9
All
out of
right.
10.
So now for our Grammy
Grammys.
stuff. So here's how we're gonna do this. I have not. I don't know about to admit. I have not listened to everything on this list. So I'm only gonna predict the ones where I'm moderately well versed in.
All right. So I think we should do a predict and our chosen one. Like, what we want. Because,
That's good. Yeah.
yeah, because, there's songs we really like, but we know what's going to win at times. All right. So first, we're going to go into the general field, which is going to be some big hitters. So we got Record of the Year, right?
Yeah. Hold up. I'm trying to pull up the list on my computer
Do you
here.
want do you
I
want me
should
to
have.
send it to you?
Yeah. Oh wait, no, I got it. Sorry,
All right.
guys. I should have come
So,
more prepared.
oh man, this is disappointing. Our viewers will never trust us again.
All right. Record of the year.
Yeah, so we got Black Parade Beyonce, Colors Black Pumas, Rockstar Da Baby featuring
Oh my
Roddy
fucking
Ricch,
god! I can't believe the baby got nominated for a Grammy.
Say So, Doja Cat, Everything I Wanted, Billie Eilish, Don't Start Now, Dua Lipa, Circles, Post Malone,
Oh my god,
Savage,
bro! Why would? Oh my god! Why would they put
Megan Thee
circles on here?
Stallion featuring Beyonce.
I think Savage is pretty good for
Savage
a
is
Grammy.
all right.
Yeah,
Circles
fine.
is a Post Malone song, and the problem is it's not like that's such a disappointing record. Because all right, I think what was it? What was his like?
Beer bongs and Bentleys.
Yeah, that was a pretty great album. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Mm,
sure, it was everywhere, but there's a reason it was everywhere.
yeah. What was the album he came out with recently?
It was called Circles.
Oh, it's right. My bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It like I don't blame you for forgetting about it. It's a very forgettable record, very forgettable project.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't think Post Malone is winning anything here. I
Yeah.
really
Record
don't.
of the year is song of the year, right? Basically.
Song of the Year is also a separate thing. It's weird, but
So how does
it's
this
like
work?
it's like overall production of it. So you have to
Gotcha.
um I think I'll have to put it to like what I want. Um Don't Start Now is pretty good, but it's like I think who I think is going to take it. That's what I want to cover first.
Okay.
I think it'll probably be Savage because it's Megan and Beyonce. And Megan Thee Stallion has been like making waves. She has a lot of nominations. Beyonce's
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
But
if
what
it's
why wouldn't she win for Black Parade?
I thought Black Parade that's a
Right?
you got a point here.
Right? I got a point. Like
You got a point.
if we're going for the Beyonce, the Beyonce slide, then they're gonna
The,
probably give it
it
to
would be
Beyonce.
yeah. Who I personally want. I gotta say, David, after I listen to it more and more, Say So by Doja Cat is a
Oh my
banger.
fucking god! I'm so glad you said that because
Yes.
my pick is Say So. Can I say this? I am obsessed with this song. I cannot tell you. Somehow, this song became my number one song that I've listened to in 2020.
It's
I
such a
listened I listened to this song so much. I like there's a point where I just listen to it on repeat. I don't know what about this song that I like. It's just so good. People say it's kind of
yeah.
mid. People like haters gonna hate, as they say. They're just kind of like, hey, it's not people say it's a wannabe disco song. Fuck that.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. It's so catchy.
And I mean, I don't think it's gonna win, sadly.
Oh, dude, I have hope. I'm gonna say it's gonna win.
That's your prediction as well. You're predicting that it's gonna
I'm
win.
predicting it's gonna be Say So.
Ooh.
I'm putting all my cards onto the
All right.
table.
But album of the year, we got to talk about that. That's important. Here's
Yeah.
my problem. Most of these why is Black Pumas nominated? I'm so confused.
Why
But
is Jacob Collier nominated?
I listened to all right, Jesse Volume 3. I got to say, it's it is I'm not a fan of Jacob Collier. Let me just put that out there. But this is probably my favorite Jacob Collier project. Like
Mm,
it's pretty good.
yeah.
But do I think it's album of the year material? Absolutely not. I don't
No.
think
No.
Jacob
No.
Future
Uh,
Nostalgia I don't know. I'd all right. It's a good project. Don't get me wrong, but I'd be very disappointed if it won because, and it's probably what's gonna win. Oh well, no. What am I saying? Taylor Swift is taking it here.
Oh, can I just say Taylor Swift is gonna win? There's no way. Like when I saw the list, I was like, okay, I don't need to look at anything else. I saw Taylor Swift on the list. She's winning. Move.
All right, and I really don't want folklore. All right,
Yeah, that's
I'm,
the other thing. It's not because I want her to win. It's because it's the Grammys.
yeah,
She's gonna win.
yeah, and my personal pick. All right, just to know, because I'm not a Taylor hater. I'm not one of those people. I've really liked Evermore,
Yeah, yeah. I thought some of her albums or songs were pretty good.
but folklore, no, no.
Yeah,
It's
it's not really deserving.
Hollywood's bleeding. Oh,
I
I guess it
why is
was
this
called.
on this? Yeah, why is this on this list, dude?
No, it shouldn't. If
Why
it
is
went,
this?
uh,
Why?
but future nostalgia, I have a. I'd be okay if it win, but it's just '80s music.
Yeah, I personally have not heard like most of the albums on this list, so I'm not gonna
Woman,
have my personal pick, but I am going to say that Folklore is gonna win. That's my prediction.
I really like Women in Music Part 3 by Haim. I think it's really awesome what they're doing. I think it's such a good album. That's what I really want to win. I'd be very happy if Women in Music Part 3 just came in and they're like, "Bam, we're taking this Grammy." But it's not going to happen.
All right.
But all right,
Hey guys, David from the future once again. Audio got a bit corrupted here, so I'm just gonna tell you what we picked for song of the year. We said we thought that I Can't Breathe and The Box probably should win. Either of those two would be our picks. All right, guys, back to the show.
best new artist. We have Ingrid Andres, Phoebe Bridgers, Chica, Noah Cyrus, D Smoke, Doja Cat, Kate Randa, and Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay, let me say who I think is going to win,
Oh,
but who I want to win. I
all
think
right.
it's kind of obvious here. I think Megan the Stallion's gonna
Of
win.
course, she's gonna.
She's for sure gonna win, but I want Doja Cat to win so badly.
For me, believe it or not, guess who I'm a stan? Not stan. I'm not gonna.
Phoebe Bridgers.
Oh, I love Phoebe Bridgers, man.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say
Punisher
that.
was a great album. It was fantastic and made me cry my eyes out.
Bro, would say so.
All right, Say So is a great song, but also
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the album is like
Yeah.
it's decent
Yeah,
versus
I know, I got
Punisher.
you.
Oh, and
Yeah,
also
no,
her performance was really cool.
yeah, I got you. All right, so best pop solo performance. I
Not
mean,
Yummy.
Yummy's got to win this.
No, Yummy. I, I think Taylor Swift will win this.
Taylor Swift would probably win this. I
'Cause
want Say So to win, obviously,
I know.
or Watermelon Sugar.
Watermelon Sugar is a pretty good song.
Pretty
I'll
good
give you
song.
that.
It's one of those two. I would like to
But
win, but we know who's
Taylor's
already
winning.
gonna win.
We
Yeah,
know
Taylor's
who's
winning.
Because Taylor has her fan base, and like I might not like Taylor, but a lot of people do. But
Yeah.
pop duo, we got a J Balvin song,
Oh,
Justin Bieber.
oh, we're talking
song.
about the J Balvin McDonald's.
Yeah. That was not as good as the Travis Scott burger. We got Rain on Me, which I did not listen to. We got Exile, Taylor Swift featuring Bon Iver. For me, all right, I listened to Dynamite. It's not that good, and I'm just not a fan of BTS. Like, I'm not a K-pop hater, but I'm just not a fan. I don't
Yeah.
think Justin Bieber deserves anything.
Oh my
But
God.
this is the one time where I have who I think is gonna win and the prediction as the same, like who I want, and it's Exile. I like Bon Iver, and this is like I listened to Folklore the day it came out because Kanye's Yandi didn't drop, so I was sad and I listened to Folklore, and I thought it was a very mid album. But Exile was one of the few highlights on it, one of the very very few.
Yeah.
So
Okay. I don't know a lot of these songs to be honest with you, so I can't
I'm
really say much.
skipping traditional pop vocal.
I'll skip that with you.
Best pop vocal album. It's going Folklore.
Yeah. Okay, guys. If you see Taylor Swift on the thing, she's gonna win.
Yeah.
But I kind of want Harry Styles to win.
I could see it going to.
I don't see it going to him at all.
No,
But
I could
I
see
would
it going
like
to
him
Dua
to win.
Lipa, though.
I could see it going there too. But I would like Harry Styles to win. I thought the album's pretty good.
Yeah, for what compared to what Harry used to do. I agree.
Yeah, I concur.
Dance music.
I don't know anything about this.
I'm just gonna say I know the Flume song, and I like Flume, so give it to Flume. All right,
Sounds good.
electronic. All right, this I actually kind of know.
I don't know nothing about this.
Arca Kick One. If you're a fan of industrial um, pop dance music, it's really good. But at the same time, Good Faith by Maddie on Baby. It's the commercial pick. It's gonna win. Hear
All
me out.
right.
It's gonna win. Good Faith.
Okay. Okay.
Um, contemporary. Um,
Instrumental album. I
probably
don't
going to
know.
Snarky Puppy because why wouldn't it? Because
Okay.
Snarky Puppy gets everything. Or
Okay.
John Baptiste. I could see it going there. Best rock performance. Here we go. I know a
Okay.
lot of these songs.
I think I know what you're gonna pick here. I haven't heard any of these songs actually, which is
All right.
honestly shocking. But I think you're gonna pick Kyoto.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
of
hard
course.
because I really like the song Kyoto, but I also like Not by Big Thief a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really good song. And that's like a song I come back to frequently.
Yeah.
And just the crack of her voice, Linker, I hope I'm saying that right. She's a great singer. But if you like that style of voice, which I think some of the Grammy people might not, who I think will win, you may be thinking I'm going to say Fiona Apple, but I don't think Fiona Apple's a big like industry
Oh
person.
man.
And Shamika's a pretty good song, but I think Haim is going to take it.
Aim.
Yeah, because they've been advertising a lot, and I think they have more friends than Fiona Apple potentially. But I could see it going to Fiona. Um, but
Okay.
best metal
Okay.
performance. Here we go.
All right. So this is a little more around my side of
Yeah.
town. I'm gonna be frank with you. I don't know a lot of these songs either.
Oh man. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm a little
Do you
disappointed.
know? Do you know Code Orange?
I do know Code Orange. I do know Power Trip. If I had to pick a song that I'd want to win off of this, I'd say Executioner's Tax, Swing of the Axe. Though
It's a live song.
it's weird, it's a live song because the album for this came out in what 2017 maybe.
All
It
right.
came it come out a while ago.
I listened to both Code Orange and Poppy personally, and Code Orange was pretty good. I don't think they're gonna. I think Poppy is gonna surprise us and take it. I think this is gonna be like
Hmm.
a. And if you haven't listened to that Poppy album, I disagree. Check it out. It's a really good album, and Blood Money is
Um,
a pretty great song. But
um,
if I'm talking about actual, like, more what's more in the style of metal, I could see Code Orange easily taking it.
yeah.
But best rock song, this is the same as the last, like rock performance, but this time we have Kevin Parker, who does not deserve it because that album was pretty disappointing.
It's very disappointing. Yeah, this is album, right? Or no, this is rock song.
Yeah,
Um,
but that album is
yeah, I was so disappointed by that album. I like the singles. I really, because I was getting hyped. I was like, I loving the singles. Let's go. Let's do this. Borderlines, Patience.
yeah.
What was Lost in Yesterday was the other one? Yeah, I think that was the third one. I was
And
like,
well,
that's fine. But I was
Lost
like,
in Yesterday is the song that's being for some reason like picked, which is
yeah, I don't
confusing.
understand why this one's getting picked. I think it's because this one's the one about Kevin Parker's dad.
Okay, so
Yeah, because I like this song. I thought it wasn't as good as something like Borderline or Patience and some
yeah,
other stuff that was off the
uh,
album. But
yeah,
I thought this album was very disappointing. I thought the what the song was about, Lost in Yesterday, was like really intimate and like, the songwriting was really good.
yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't see this winning.
Let's
I thought the whole album was
yeah.
pretty disappointing after like Inner Speak and mind you, Tame Impala is my favorite band.
Oh, really?
Tame Impala is probably one of my favorite bands. Um,
Well, artist.
artist, yeah, artist.
Yeah,
um, but I mean after like Inner Speaks, like Currents, Inner Speaks,
curtains.
Lonerisms,
Yeah,
Currents, after all those like those three banger of albums, like just getting better and better, in my opinion. Then we get like this, which is moderately disappointing. It's not as good as the other
yeah.
ones. It's not super like changing up the sound a lot.
But
Like you go from going from Lonerisms to Currents is such a big jump.
yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to um
Kyoto.
yeah, you know me. I'm a Kyoto, but
Yeah, you're
I
that
could see
Kyoto
it going
simp.
to Kevin Parker. Actually no.
Really?
No, actually no, it wouldn't go to him.
I don't.
Cuz
I
what
don't.
I think is
I
happening
disagree.
here
Yeah.
is and I like what's happening here. I think like the Grammys are trying to push like more women in rock music, right? So if I'd have to pick, I'm gonna have to say for this, I
Fiona
think it's
Apple.
gonna go to Shamika.
Oh,
Fiona
Shamika.
Apple, yeah. I think Fiona's gonna get. I think she deserves to come away with one Grammy, considering the hype.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't like Fetch the Bolt Cutters that much. My problem was that like it's a consistent album, and that's my issue.
Yeah.
It's too consistent.
Yeah.
But
Best
best
rock
rock
album.
album.
Okay.
There's an easy pick here,
There's an easy pick.
and
Now, I'm not sure if our easy pick is the same, but I think it is.
all right, ready?
Three, two, one. The new
The new
abnormal.
Abnormal by the Strokes.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes. This
it
album should win.
it deserves to win. I think it will win. The Strokes. This is so fantastic.
It's such a
And
good album. Yeah,
you know what? No, I'm gonna say it's gonna win.
I think it's gonna win.
Give it the Grammy.
Yeah. All right.
Alternative
Alternative. Oh God, this is
Not the
slow
slow
rush.
rush. Not the.
Not the slow rush. Sadly,
Here's
I would love if Tim Impala would win a Grammy, but like it's
they
not
don't
for this
deserve it.
album.
They
Not for
don't.
this album. You, I'm assuming, is gonna give it to Punisher.
That's what I want to get. What I think is gonna get it. I think
Beck.
Fiona's gonna take it.
Oh,
I
Fiona.
think.
Okay.
Well, I could see Beck taking it since Beck does have that for some reason,
Yeah.
and that was such a like non-album. Like I forgot it
Mm.
existed.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna go to Fiona or Beck. Even though I really think Phoebe. I want Phoebe here.
Oh man, are we gonna go through all these? There's so many. I'm looking through
There's
this. There's
some
a
that we're
lot.
gonna go through. Some we're gonna skip.
Okay. Let's
R&B
let's put
really
this. Let's
quickly.
go a little faster because
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
running out
we
of
need
time.
R&B really quickly. I think not Jacob Collier. Next.
What the fuck? Why is he on that list?
I think Chloe times X Haley deserves it. That's a really good project. I'm just gonna go fast through the R&B since I don't think we listen.
Wait.
Much.
Did you wait? So who should get best R&B performance?
Wonder what she thinks of me, Chloe.
Okay.
And Haley.
Okay.
But
Then best traditional R&B performance.
no idea.
Okay, we're skipping that one. Best R&B song.
Wait, best progressive R&B album. It's very obvious who deserves it. Chloe and Haley had a really good album, but Thundercat deserves it, man.
Yes, that's what I was
Thundercat.
gonna say. Thundercat deserves
Give it
bro.
to Thundercat.
Give
And,
it to Thundercat.
for best R&B album, I like Aunt Clemens. Give it to Happy to Be Here. I like it.
I don't know any. I don't know any of these songs.
I discovered him because of Kanye. Don't judge me.
Rap Da Baby deserves it.
No. Actually, it's weird. Best rap performance. I really
Probably.
like the song Deep Reference with Big Sean. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
I think Savage is gonna get it for sure though.
Ooh, that would be cool. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Melodic rap performance. I think
Anderson .Paak.
yeah,
Anderson.
that's what I have
.Paak?
to say.
Yeah.
Not
Anderson
Drake.
.Paak.
Not Drake.
Not Drake.
Not
Not
the
Drake.
baby.
If it could be anything but the baby or Drake, I think I'd be happy. But
Yeah.
Anderson .Paak,
Well,
I think he should get it.
Highest in the Room isn't that good. That's such a forgettable
No,
song.
actually, no. I'm sorry. I completely I scrolled down a little bit and saw Travis Scott. Forget that song. I think Anderson .Paak's for sure gonna win.
Yeah.
Best rap song.
Probably
Savage. I mean,
yeah.
yeah. Like I feel like I think
Yeah.
Megan's gonna win a lot of these songs.
Yeah.
Or I mean Grammys.
But best rap album. Here we go. I have a very obvious choice. Alfredo, Freddie Gibbs, and The Alchemist. Such a good album.
Okay. I haven't listened to it. I'll have to listen to it.
Yeah, it's really good. King's Disease was also pretty good. I could see it going to Nas.
Nas.
And I'm sure more of the indie people will say Jay Electronica, but
Yeah.
I don't really listen to Jay. Country, sorry, I don't listen to country.
I don't listen to country. We're
So
gonna skip
skipping over
all
country.
this new age. What the fuck is this? New age?
Sorry. And here we have
what are they
jazz.
okay, I didn't know this was a
Skip
periphery
jazz
album.
because we don't know jazz. We don't know
Skip
gospel.
jazz, skipping gospel.
I think is this.
Latin. I don't know anything. I haven't listened to
I
any
think we
Latin
might
music.
be done at this
Are we
point
done?
because
American Roots.
I'm checking reggae, global, children's spoken, comedy, musical theater,
Oh, comedy. What's in comedy?
comedy. Um,
Oh, there's like, never
it's
mind.
actual comedy,
Yeah,
like
never
not a
mind. I thought
comedy
like
album.
comedy albums. Yeah.
No,
Oh well, musical theater. Man. Oh, that's not on here. Never mind.
yeah,
I thought Hamilton was gonna be on here.
music for visual media. I can give that a quick. Let's see. Let me really quickly look. Oh, that's the
Jojo Rabbit's on
yeah.
here.
Give it to Jojo
Yeah, give
Rabbit,
it to Jojo Rabbit.
and
I
that's
like
talking
I
more
like
about
it.
like the songs,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
not the score. But all right, for score, it's going to Hilder.
I better go to Hilder.
I mean, she already won an Oscar for it.
Yeah.
She probably doesn't care if I'm being honest, but
No, I bet she doesn't.
but she's
Like,
probably she
yes.
deserves it, rightfully
So
so.
so basically, best compilation for soundtrack for visual media, we give it to Jojo Rabbit. Because
Yeah.
before we go, because it's such a smart idea for Taika Waititi to like bring in all these regular pop songs and then just make them German.
Yes,
I
it's
love that.
fantastic.
Okay, and
Um,
then best soundtrack for visual media, we're giving
yeah,
it to Joker. Hilder
yeah.
is gonna
Come on,
win.
Hilder.
Okay,
Obviously.
best
Um,
songs written for visual media.
I
Uh,
guess give it to because the only one I remember is Into the
yeah,
Unknown.
I that's the only one I remember. Also,
No, give it to that.
all the other songs are kind of forgettable.
Like, yeah. Best instrumental composition can't really. Sadly, this is the stuff we did not listen to. No, it's historical. Uh,
We've reached the end of the road now.
yeah, we're done.
We're done.
And
We're done.
let's get into our singles.
All right.
Our
So our rating of the Grammys 2021, TBH.
yeah. So we'll talk about it next week.
All right.
Singles. Laura
Singles,
Less. I want to
more
talk
or
about
less.
Laura Less. I want to talk about Laura
We're gonna
Less.
have to we're gonna have to speed run this a little bit. We're
Yeah,
running out of
speed running.
time.
Haunted. What a good track. What a
Very
very
good
very good
track.
track.
Very
It's
good track. Very
she's
good track.
screaming at us.
Very good track.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. I like it a lot.
And it feels like it's her own,
It's her own. I'm repeating what you're saying now, but I agree with everything you're saying. It's not a Gex song. I feel like with a
No.
lot of people, when someone like Laura Les releases a track, they're like, you know, I'm
Yeah.
waiting for that Gex stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not Gex. It's Laura Les. Fuck
And
yeah, I'm
I
here
feel
for it.
like I want a Laura Less album now.
I need a Laura Les album because like Dylan Brady's doing his own stuff on the side. And it's so
Yeah.
good. Now I need a Laura Les stuff too because it's
Laura
so good as
deserves more
well.
love. She needs more love. Give Laura Less love. Listen,
Yeah, yeah,
Hunted.
I
Because
love it.
for me, it's a 5 out of 5 track. Because
Oh,
yes, I like it that much. I like that it's short and sweet because it's so
mhm,
replayable and it's just
yeah,
so energetic and
yeah.
it captures all the aesthetics.
Okay, I'll give it a 4.5.
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna give it a 5. It's not like for instance, when I heard it, I was like, this is really good. But it's not like Silk Sonic's Leave the Door
Mhm.
Open. When I heard it, and I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah. Okay. Understandable.
Um, next. Oops.
Sh-
Oh,
Oops.
oops.
Yeah, we'll do Oops.
Oops.
Young Gravy with Lil Wayne. Um, so Oops was originally it was a track on Young Gravy's album Gasanova.
That
Where I
came
was
out
like,
this year, right? Last
it
year.
did. Wait,
I like that
no,
album a
last
lot.
year,
Like
2020, right?
2020. Yeah, I like that album a lot, but I forgot when it came out.
Yeah, it came out 2020. Oops was so Oops was on there, and the original version is also. I did come back to that song a lot, and this
Yeah,
remix is adding
banging. It's good.
Little
The
Wayne
the
is.
Lil Wayne feature adds so much.
I was surprised. I was expecting like a mediocre feature. Like I was like, okay, this is gonna be meh. But Little Wayne,
He killed it.
wow.
Yeah. Wow.
What do you rate this song?
Um, man, we were really speedrunning these. I
Yeah, I
should
know.
um, I rated 4.
A 4?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can. I'll give it a 4 as well because I feel like it
It
adds something to what's already good. It's not like
yeah,
it took a bad song and made it good.
I got yeah. I'd probably give Oops a 4.5, and then the low. Actually no. Honestly, I give it a 4. I don't know.
I think they're on the same.
I
Like,
think they're equal. Like Oops is a 4. Oops featuring Lil Wayne is a 4 as well.
yeah,
I
it,
think it
it
only improves it, but like not enough
Not
to bring it up to a 5, but
yeah,
it's still
exactly.
really good. Like I think Lil Wayne just I don't know, something about his feature just adds so much.
People should give Little Wayne some love. Well, not
Give
Little
Lil
Wayne,
Wayne
Wayne,
love.
Young Gravy, Young Gravy.
Oh, you're right. Give Young Gravy love.
Give this song love,
Give
please.
give Gravy love.
Give Gravy love. Um, so here we go. This I'm excited about. So this is Rumpus Room. It's a single coming up from Xiu Xiu's album
Shoo
that's gonna
shoo.
have. So every song is actually a duet with like people from a different place. So every song is gonna have a feature, and this one is from Liars, the band Liars,
Mm.
and this song Grumpus Room. To describe it, um, there's a description that Fantano gave it, and I agree with it. It's like the song Selfie for people that like swans.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. So, and it's the it's weird when I recommend Xiu Xiu. I'm always nervous because like it's such a weird. It's really weird. Xiu
Yeah,
Xiu is a weird group,
I
but
agree. I
but
mean,
if you want to get weird, right? If you want to get wild, you listen to Xiu Xiu.
yeah. I mean, like I've said countless and countless of times on this
Yeah,
podcast how much I love noise, how much I love experimental stuff, especially and especially when it works like to the T. So I think that Shushu's like really going for it in this song, and I'm really excited for the album because of what I'm hearing so far.
have you ever listened to Xiu Xiu?
No, because
Oh
before this podcast, Demit was like, this new Shoo Shoo song, listen to it. I was like, okay. So I listened to it quickly. I was like, oh, yeah, I fuck with this. Never heard of Shoo Shoo before. Heard the name, never heard any
yeah.
tracks.
If you want to listen to like their weirdest and hardest to get into, you listen to Girl with a Basket of Fruit. If you want to just like listen to probably like something that's easier, just go to some of their older albums. They have a cover of Under Pressure, which is really
Oh,
weird,
no.
featuring the singer from Swans. It
Oh,
yeah, this group is really wild. All of their stuff is weird. This album, Rumpus Room and Bottle of Rum, which is the two singles they currently have out, I recommend. The reason I want to push this album is this is finally one of their more. Basically, what they do is, at one point they'll do something that you can't get into, like where Shu Shu combined with Merzbow made an album, and then other points they make something that's more accessible.
accessible. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is one of the albums that's going to be more accessible for my uh, friends that, don't want to hear somebody screaming girl with a basket of fruit.
Yeah. Well, you
What
know,
do you give it?
I give it a 4.5. 4.5.
I'll give it a 4.5 too. It's really cool. It's weird. I
Like I
like
said, I think I gotta give it a couple more listens.
yeah.
Because it's like death. Honestly, it's like Death Grips. It's like Gex. You can't like
Yeah.
listen to it once and be like, I fuck with this. You can see how good it is, and you can sonically tell this is some good shit. But I'm gonna have to give it a couple more listens before. And like I said, this we added this track to the list of topics very last minute because like literally I opened the Zoom room and Jimmy was like, "Listen to Shushu, we're talking about it." I was like, "All right."
yeah.
So I think I gotta give it a couple more listens to really solidify
Yeah.
my decision. But for right now, 4.5. Maybe I'll say something in the future. I'll change it. Who knows? Probably,
All
but
right.
4.5 I think is safe.
Yeah. Right now, you know what time it is? It is time for our shout out time.
Yeah,
Shout out.
shout outs.
All right. David, hit me up with some shout outs.
I've been listening. So this is not really new music in particular. This is just
Yeah.
stuff I've been listening to a lot. I'm gonna shout out the people, the people that I love so much right now.
All right.
Admit, do you know who I'm gonna talk about?
Oh, I think I know who you're going to talk about.
I'm gonna talk about Black Dresses.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I've fallen in love with this band over like just listening to Forever in Your Heart. Then I took a little gander at Peaceful as Hell. Took a
Yeah.
little gander at Love and Affection for Stupid Little Bitches. I even bought a shirt. I bought a
Yes.
shirt literally
Yes.
the night after the podcast. We recorded that podcast. I went to my room, or I was in my room, but I went on to internet. I bought Forever in Your Heart on Bandcamp. I bought a
yes.
shirt. I was like, "Fuck yes, I need this."
Yes.
So I'm gonna recommend, of course, Peaceful as Hell, I 100% think we're going to talk about it in the future at some point.
Yes, we will. I am very much down to talking about more of black dresses. Love them. What a good
Um,
shout out.
yeah.
And I'm gonna give
I
a oh
oh,
what
I
what
still got a couple more shout outs,
yeah
bro.
yeah keep him going, keep
Let's
him
see what
going.
else what I've been listening to. I've been listening to uh I just want to shout out Fix Yourself from the EP2 JPEG Mafia. I know we talked about it already,
Yeah
but I don't remember what I gave that EP. Oh, I think I give it a 6.
yeah.
I think I might want to bump it up to a 7 actually, because I've been
Ooh
listening to it a little more and I like it a little more, and especially Fix Yourself. I think
yeah.
that song is definitely the best song off that EP, but
It
it's
is.
really really good.
Yeah, JPEG shouting out. We appreciate the shout outs to Peggy. You
We
got
love
any
Pet.
more
We got
shout
love.
outs?
No, that's
Or
it. That's all I got today.
I've got so I'll do two shout outs as well. One thing that I returned to, it's an older album, but I returned to it and I realized it came out in 2019. It didn't really ever get the praise or attention it deserved in my opinion, and that is Patience by Mannequin Pussy.
I've not heard this song.
Oh, no, it's an album. It's a whole
Oh, this
album.
album.
There's this song called Drunk too. Every time I hear it, man, this female singer, the way her voice kind of cracks as she sings, and it's instrumentally and sonically, it's pretty much like your punk, emo, rock, whatever. Not really emo, but more punk indie. But it is so good, and I forgot how good it is. And they're like a local Philadelphia based band. They have a couple hits, but I wanted to shout them out really quickly because I have really been listening to that album a lot more recently. And then something else I want to shout out here uh, is something a bit like a band that gets talked about but not enough in my opinion. I saw them live. They opened up for Pup, which is a pop punk band, and it's a folk punk band known as AJJ. And I want to shout out the album Knife Man from 2011. I forgot how good it is. I re-listened to it recently. If you want to get a folk punk opera experience, you listen to Knife Man by AJJ. It hits you. These lyrics are really hard to swallow at times, and but the singer's voice is probably the best folk punk singer like you'll get, because most folk punk singers sing pretty awful. But yeah, I want to shout out AJJ. Give AJJ some love.
Dope, 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 dope. One last shout out for me before we go on to the album for next week.
Yeah,
We talked about this whole podcast. I've been saying how much I love this song this whole podcast.
yeah.
Go listen to Say So.
Hey,
Go
listen
listen
to
to it.
say,
Go
woo,
listen to it. I'm gonna listen to it right after this podcast. Go listen to
yeah,
it. Doja Cat, Say So.
Doja Cat. So,
Yeah.
as shall we announce our next week now?
Yeah, so next week we got some interesting. Well, there's a lot of things coming up, so there's gonna be a lot to talk about next
Yeah.
week. But we also have a guest coming on.
Oh yeah. Do you want
Guest in residence, maybe.
possibly? We'll see what happens.
Guess yeah, but
I'm
our
hoping.
guest Demit.
Yes. So we have a very good friend of mine, somebody's music that's amazing. They have a huge career ahead of them, and it is my good friend Ashna Pathan. Or I hope I'm pronouncing it. That would be weird. That's
It'll
what I
be
think
very
she goes
bad.
by. That would be bad. I'd be a bad friend. I'd be a
It'll be
very
very
bad
bad.
friend. And I hope I didn't screw up. I know I said her first name right.
Yes.
So whatever. But what a great composer. She's a media composer like me. She writes some great film scores and game scores, and she's going to come on, and she gave us what album she wants to talk about ahead of time, which, is acceptable. Which, David, are you ready to hear
Yes.
about this album?
I'm ready.
Clearly, you have not heard about this album before.
I have not.
She wants to talk about a controversial pick for some people in like the more inner music scene. Some people love this album, some people hate this album.
Hit me with it.
It is Billie Eilish's Where Do We Go When We Fall Asleep? I forgot the album name for a second.
Just kidding. I know this album, guys. I played y'all like a fiddle.
He does. He heard about it. It's When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go?
There we go. I'm excited to
And
talk about this.
yeah, because like it's weird. All right, so I've listened to it a couple times, but usually I think I kind of like lose trance, and I think I need to finally sit down and really appreciate this. Um, but I'm excited. You know, this is going to be an interesting talk, and Ashna is very well versed in this. She's been working on a lot. She she has like an essay about it or something. So
Yeah,
I'm really excited. This is
I'm
going to be
excited too. This is gonna be great.
so.
All right, guys. Well, that's it. We're done.
Do you want to sing the outro for us?
No. All right,
All right.
guys. Thank you everyone for hanging out with this longer podcast. We had to speed run everything because Grammys took a long time. Our
Oops.
apologies. Oops.
Oops.
Featuring
Oops.
Lil Wayne.
Oops.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all next week.
See you next
See
week.
ya.